Today we are knitting a rhombus star, which you can use in various ways. As a single star, as a decoration, as a pot holder, a blanket or a pillow. And you will see it's worked very easily. And for this example you cast on 14 stitches. I'll tell you in a minute how to increase the size of those elements. So 14 stitches cast on, and first row wrong side. Wrong side rows are worked always the same. Slip the first stitch purlwise and purl all the other stitches. So all the wrong side rows the same. Slip the first stitch purlwise and purl the other stitches. Purl to the very last stitch. And now for the pattern you only have to remember one row, yarn over once, knit the first 2 stitches together, leave them on the needle and knit the first of those stitches again. Now drop them off the needle. This switches the 2 stitches. Now knit 3, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together and leave them on the needle, knit the first one again, drop them off the needle, slip them to the right needle, knit 3, and knit 2 together. That's it. Always the same on the right sides. And now for increasing the size, or for making a bigger size, it's just those 3 knits. You vary. If you want to make it bigger, then make 4 knit stitches or 5 knit stitches on both sides. Then you have to cast on 2 more or 4 more stitches. So, and again, the wrong side row, as I've already told you, slip the first stitch purlwise and purl all the other stitches. That's the whole trick for one rhombus. Now, if the number of holes you created is half of the number of your stitches, so in this case 7, you start binding off on a right side. Knit 1, knit the second one and pass over the first one. Knit 1 more and pass over the previous one, and so on. You always have only 1 stitch on the needle up to the very last stitch. And 1 stitch remains on the right needle. So the first rhombus is ready, and we continue with the second one by picking up stitches from the edge of the left following side. And here you have 7 nice stitches where to pick the stitches out. Take 1 from the back loop and 1 from the front loop. Place them evenly, those necessary plus 13 stitches. You may help yourself with a hook, and you may juggle a little to place the needed number of stitches on the border. And now you continue like before with one wrong side row of purl stitches, slip the first stitch, and then continue with the pattern like before. Second rhombus you bind off the same way as before and start over with the third element. Bind off, leaving one stitch on the right needle and picking up 13 stitches again from the left border, from the left following border. So here you see after 3 elements you have half of your star. Now after 5 elements there's a little change because we don't want to sew. So the 6th rhombus is connected to the first one on one side. If you would make a hat out of it, you would only work 5 elements and already connect the 5th element, which produces a nice bulge. Now you pick up your stitches the same way like before, and there is a difference on the first wrong side row. Now at the beginning of the wrong side row you pick up a loop of the edge of the first element, yarn in front of the stitch, not like this, but yarn in front. Now pick up a loop from the edge and purl together those 2 stitches so you connected the recent element with the first element, and continue purling. On continuous rows you may do this at the end of the right side row, and here I have to juggle a little. I pick up 2 loops because I was not careful enough picking up stitches evenly. So to avoid holes now, I'm picking up 2 loops. I switch them on the needle and I slip one, purl 2 together and pass over the slipped one. So a little trick, just juggling, because I didn't pay enough attention to picking up stitches evenly at the beginning. Now you finished one star, which you may use as a single element. Of course you may continue with more elements and even make a blanket out of it, for example, with different colors if you like to. Now again, at the left border of the remaining stitch, I'm picking up stitches with a different color, and I'm taking the help of a hook last stitch, and now just continue like you did before. One wrong side row of purl stitches, slip the first one, now as you're changing directions after this element you may eventually start over with a new thread of yarn at the tip of the star. After Christmas I will show you a hat out of this rhombus star. Enjoy!